Welcome to week 12. My team's 89 overall. As you can see, I've made some changes from last week. I went from Taysom Hill to Christian McCaffrey with 91 speed and 49ers theme team 92 change. Also because I had this B&D George Kittle, who's 92, gets a +1 speed. 92 speed is maybe one of the best best tight end deals right now, the AKA George Kittle. So you see I still have Falcons and now 49ers. I went from who was it? Who was the last team I had? Lions. I had Sun God here at Lions, but I switched the Lions receiver. Still have this guy, Calvin Ridley, Falcons, theme team 92 speed. This guy gets 93 speed, all 32 teams. And then Sun God was kind of expensive and just had 92 speed, so I sold him. I bought this card, who's 92 speed stock. It's a pretty good card, 6'1", 200 pounds. Used him in the slot instead of the Sun God, St. Brown, Amon St. Brown. And then got the 49ers 91 speed, got Derrick Henry at 92 speed. This card was kind of expensive, but not really. He was cheap, 350 maybe, somewhere around 350. For 92 speed running back that I had mentioned, he was expensive last week. This week his price went down, probably from 500 to 350. So I got him maybe with the Sun God money coins. Then of course Randy Moss gets 49ers theme team and 92 speed. So he's my fourth receiver. He was not expensive, 150, 200,000 coins. And still using Andrew Luck Limited, who's gone down in price, but it's worth 350. I'm probably going to keep him until he goes to 350. And then at the last moment, I did upgrade my center to 88 strength. This isn't the best one. I'm probably going to get the best one at some point. But this one had 88 strength opposed to 85 strength. The Cowboys center had. So I went ahead and got this card maybe for 75,000 coins. Definitely was a better center. And all my so now all these guys are around 88, 89 strength and top 90s, which I used over the weekend for MCS. Recently, I did get Tony Gonzalez. I've had to play around with these to get 49ers and Falcons. I had to play around a little bit. Right now, I got, instead of Brian Dawkins, I got Marcellus Bennett, who has 89 speed, 85 run block, which is what I use him for, run block primarily. But 89 speed's good. Tony Gonzalez gets Falcons theme. He was only he's cheap card, 88 speed. which was pretty good. Um, and then the AP went up 6 on offense, 7 on defense. So I still have halfback apprentice, and then I went to gunslinger and identifier. Quick draw is gunslinger is kind of like quick draw, I guess. Gunslinger is just always working, and then agile extender is kind of glitchy, but I'm not using it. Okay, so defense. Falcons theme team. Um, Primarily, this is the best center, probably, or best safety in the game, and is affordable. His price is not bad compared to all the other safeties. If I look, is what I did. There was a Team Diamonds released, and a lot of controversy with it. I did not deal with the do anything with the Team Diamonds at all. They are expensive cards. I don't think I can tell you the best ones of the Team Diamonds that I think. I think the best ones are Vince Young, Deshaun Jackson, and Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark gets 92 speed stock, and that's the best defensive player of the Team Diamonds. Maybe with 95s they get a little bit better. But really on defense, as far as defense goes, he had 94 speed. 94 speed. Ryan Clark, if you got the $1 million coin. But this one is 93 speed, is not very expensive. He's going for about 350, and I may have paid 450 for him. I didn't pay very much for him. And then Pat Tillman, who gets 3 chemistries, is up to 93 speed at the other safety. And like I said, maybe if I spent money, I could have got Ryan Clark. There is a rule in MCS you can use 195 defense, 195 offense. I would have used Ryan Clark on defense if I would have paid for it, which is not giving me, 94 speed is not really a great improvement for spending a lot of money. Falcons cornerbacks again um, are 92 speed. 92 speed is, I guess, above average if you can get 93 or 94. Um, it's possible, but it's not. I think 92 speed is very good. I did get Sauce Gardner in the other slot for the weekend, who has 92 speed and is a really good corner. And maybe cost me the most in coins. I'm still no money spent. Somehow I got the coins for Sauce Gardner and Derrick Henry, and I also got Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, I guess I have had trouble with D tackle. But you can see he gets 82 finesse move, 87 power move, which is the best. I think is the best. So I don't use. I ended up on the last day of MCS not using anything on my D tackles. I had Sewell. I still had Sewell, Nadamakan Sue, and Nani, and Jordan Davis. I didn't put anything on them, and I rotated them, and they all are pretty much good run stuffers. much else to say. I put unpredictable on this guy who doesn't get theme team, so he's at 87, but 91 power move, 87 finesse move, 6'4", 280. I did use him at D tackle sometimes with unpredictable. And then I could have put unpredictable on this guy. He's a new card. You see his 87 power move, 91 finesse move, 49ers, 87 speed, 6'4", 266. So I didn't use him at D tackle. And instead of using unpredictable, I had this on him to light up, but I had Ripper and Speedster on him. He did pretty good as long as they didn't get resistance. I also used Carter and Clowney with Ripper and Charles Haley with Ripper. Now that Charles Haley gets 49ers, he gets 88 speed. So Charles Haley seems to be the best, really good deal right now. He's maybe 75,000 coins. If you're going to go 49ers, theme team. Still at 9-2. Use this guy, Ty Law, and I use this guy 91 in the middle. In the middle, I used this free safety at 91 speed and Cam Chancellor. I used extra pop on Cam Chancellor to blitz, and here I had mid zone as an ability, which didn't light up. I maybe light up once or twice if I got interception. Didn't really light up much. Unstoppable mid zone KO. Still using Fred Taylor sometimes. Who's a B&D. And I went and did, I finally did this today. Got Jason Elam instead of Jason Witten. And then I added Marcellus Bennett. But a lot of times I sub in some of these linebackers for the 3-4. Romo Oduse's done really bad at kickoff. I don't know if I'd recommend him, but I'm kind of not sure who else to use. He's fumbled twice. Romo Oduse has fumbled twice on kickoffs. But overall, he's a good receiver. Has been a good receiver. And he's supposed to be a good punt returner. Again, used Colts on offense. And instead of going Chargers, I got rid of Chargers. And in MCS, they don't have home field advantage in MCS. So I put MCS on, and I used Broncos this weekend for these uniforms are pretty good. You may see them in gameplay, but the guy quit out. They're really cool uniforms if you ask me for the Broncos uniforms. And yeah, I'm using Charles Haley, 88 speed, and then unpredictable. Dexter Lawrence, and sometimes the Ndamukong Suh, and still have this Browning guy as a linebacker sometimes, and this Ellis I like as a linebacker. This guy has 90 speed and 89 speed. And yeah, the team go over a little bit on the team diamonds. Maybe top 100, maybe somebody who is actually got money from the game. I have never made any money on this game. It's just a hobby, and I play very sparingly for the most part. But I looked at maybe spending money this weekend, and I did went to mutt.gg to do one of their lineup builders, and really the George Kittle I got is really good, affordable. other George Kittle, who is a little bit better, is 1.3 million. So I don't think that's a good price for a +1 speed. And all he's got, he would have 93 speed. I mean, that would be maybe something to spend money on. 1.3 million instead of 260, and you get +1 speed. There are receivers out there, but most of them are just 92 speed. Deshaun Jackson, I mentioned, who cost quite a few, maybe 5 million to cost a lot of coins. So probably even if I spent money, I wouldn't get some of these cards. But 92 speed, I've got 92 speed on my receivers. And so what, 93 speed on this guy? Like really, am I going to get, the only one I'm really going to get speed if I spend money is Deshaun Jackson. And that's like 5 million, 5 to 10 million coins. Just not something to spend money on. Um, in my opinion, as far as getting my money's worth. Then on defense, I did go Falcons, which I would recommend Falcons to get their defense. If you look at a lot of the new cornerbacks, they're all 92 speed. If you got 92 speed at cornerback, you're doing good. The safeties, there is no really other option at safety besides Jesse Bates. If you would go Ryan Clark, again, Ryan Clark maybe 5 million coins. He gets Steelers theme team. Um, just better off with Falcons. With Falcons, I got Javon Cloudy who gets 88 speed. Lorenzo Carter with 88 speed. Um, and then, of course, Dion, I could get him +1 speed if I spend some money on his limited. And I do have AJ Terrell's limited, which is 92 speed. So 92 speed, I guess, is the above average. 91 speed. A lot of people have 91 speed. But I'm better off with not spending money. Still haven't spent money. And I'm not sure. Um, Really, I think the best deal out there probably would be to get a 93 speed George Kittle. He is a limited, so he would hold his value. And then, of course, maybe Vince Carter is the quarterback. Um, when I did play in the tournament, a lot of people were using mobile quarterbacks, a lot of the good players, so that, um, for instance, I would go maybe man coverage once or twice, and if with mobile quarterbacks, they were taken off for 15, 20 yards at times. It was really easy to, if you had a mobile quarterback, to run the, use the quarterback, run everybody off, and then um, do quarterback draws, 88 speed. Andrew Luck was very popular also, and he's fast enough to get down the field to get a run for a first down. And yeah, I was thinking about spending money. Went to mutt.gg and just didn't see it. And the 195 was a limited time offer, which most of the time with limited time offers, it's because they're trying to scam you. It's limited time offers, as far as I'm concerned, are for suckers. And if I was in the top 100, maybe I would have pulled the trigger on it, but no, not the case. So here, let's look. I did make it up to hero in gameplay, and they switched it. It looks like they switched it so that linebacker is the first reward, and Johnny Wilson, the 6'7" wide receiver, is champion. Which I mean, maybe a 6'7" wide receiver is champion, but I was trying, before I was trying to get up to champion for the linebacker, and they may have just switched this today. At some point, they switched this. It would take me a lot of games to get up to top 100, but I've made it to hero, and I'm going to get the linebacker I wanted at this point. So let's look here. Um, I'm at 26-16, and some of these guys have played almost 200 games. It looks like it's about 150 to 200 games, and I'm at 42. Whoa, 225 to 200. And you can see maybe I lost a bunch of games getting ready for this MCS tournament last week, and then yesterday I won a couple of games, and I got back into hero. I had made up to hero, then I went back to elite, and now I'm back into hero. So I'm probably not going to worry about this mode for the 5 days. Probably right now I'm at Mud Champs 3-1. I'll probably play Mud Champs, maybe try Gauntlet for the first time. With these, I did get knocked down into Veteran. I played a few games for coins, and I was just trying to get coins. I was kind of not smart with playing in it. Before the tournament for coins, I got some coins off of it, but not very much. Can show you the right now. I did get the third. See, I'm at level 8. These are the choices. Looks like I'm going to get the linebacker, so I don't need Joey Bosa. This guy's 5'11", probably not going to get him. This guy is 300-pound D tackle, too slow. I did get Christian McCaffrey for 91 speed running back, and I did get Nick Bosa for 49ers theme team. And he's fairly ranked high. And then I was thinking about getting one of these guys as a punt returner, kick returner. And now, since I'm probably not going to get Johnny Wilson, just undecided because this guy gets 49ers theme team. Luke doesn't get 49ers theme team. So I haven't decided what to do with that yet. But I did make it back up to hero status. And with them changing to the linebacker, I thought maybe I was going to have to play some more games in ranked, and now I don't have to. So let's go to practice mode. Usually, I guess I like to do something like maybe go over some situational football and strategy. Strategy and situational football in practice mode. And I remember going over this wing bag, goal line, doubles goal line, zig routes, 5-2 for goal line runs, and I guess is what I'll do this week is mention how I played this week in MCS. In MCS, basically,
On the jump.
the flip sides.
Bronco 80. Ready.
You can see the Broncos uniforms there are pretty cool. Okay, so here's my audibles. Edge blitz, quarters 4, overload 3 seam, and man. And it's what I do like most competitive players. On defense, 3-2, double safety go. I wouldn't say most competitive players, but a lot of competitive players use the 3-2 double safety go to move the safeties up to avoid the seam runs. So that's what I did. And for a lot of players, they do use this trips tight end, which is not fun to guard, but okay, so I'm gonna
Ready.
go over it a little bit.
Come on, set.
Okay, so my defense was
Viking 18.
quarters 4, oops. I gotta do the adjustments. Base, conservative, 5-yard hooks. Very popular play, trips, tight end, vertical. Okay, so I did play man coverage sometimes.
60 Bison.
And I would use this as man coverage where I would have this guy go linebacker, so I'd have a double zone on the left, and this was just to get an interception. On third downs, where I knew they were passing,
Break. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
I could also user this guy, and then have 2 safeties. But on 3rd and 20, if I would get it to a 3rd and 20, I'd go man coverage. You see George Kittle was getting wide open for a lot of people.
On the ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And then I'd substitute in my 3 defensive linemen, and I would get pressure.
Set up.
Oh.
Set up.
But what a lot of players were doing with their quarterbacks was where I would get the coverage, and then they would take off, because I'm only sending 3.
Ready.
Their quarterback would take off,
70 Lion.
get a first down. But I would usually just go 2 middle reads. I'd be one of these guys. And against trips tight end, play the flats sometimes. But cover 4, I do cover 4 quarters.
Ready.
So
Okay, ready.
and then
70 Timberwolves.
sometimes I would play this safety here. I would play this in this formation. I'd play the safety to guard more stuff. But people are going to have a
60
fire.
Eagle, 60 Eagle.
So I try to stick to these 2 guys, because if they have identifier, then they can't tell what I'm gonna do. really. But this is basically all I would do on
Got.
defense.
Ready.
Teams offenses were. I mean, teams did all sorts of offenses. Play in bunch, uh, doubles. They use different spread formations.
Set. Ready. Cowboy 80.
And basically, I'd be this guy, so if they ran the ball, I could go over and tackle. And I would either play the flats or I'd have my guys stay in the quarter flat and cover four.
Set go.
I let them fool me. And then to change it up a bit,
Ready. Ready.
I would do this edge blitz, which is the same as a cover three, but I'm this guy here, still this guy. And so I have this cover four seam now. And then we got flats, and I'm blitzing the guy on the right.
Hot, hot.
Can't really, of course, then a lot of times the mobile quarterback was a big factor
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
This weekend.
Go.
There they got a seam route on my corner.
Ready. Set.
But
19
usually,
Tiger. 19 Tiger.
if I cover the flats, I could get some interceptions. And one of these guys would play the middle, and then I would Mabel the right or the left
Set.
in cover four. And every once in a while, I'd send a
Let's go.
blitz. Every once in a while, I'd send a
Bronco
blitz.
80.
And that was basically.
Viking 18.
Sometimes I played man, and I would be this guy. A lot of times I'd be a chancellor, or I would try to get a man.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'd really count on my
Cougar 19.
unpredictable, or my rippers, or speedster.
Ready. Okay, break. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And I still have. I could do this inside blitz here. It wasn't really that good, but if I did, I had to make sure I have to go over here and cover this seam.
Set go. Let's go now.
As you can see, if I just stay in cover four, I got a lot of interceptions going from cover four to cover two man.
Ready.
And I guess I would also do the bait thing where
On the set. 18 Cardinal. 18
I'd
Cardinal.
bait them to think I'm not playing the flats, and then I would play the flats and get some interceptions
Hot, hot.
by and I would say that
Here we go. Set.
that's how I ended up. I guess that's how I ended up playing so many games in MCS. Is because defense, I didn't make it very tough. After playing, I played maybe 15 games over the weekend, and The only thing I really could tell a difference was there was some offenses where I could stop by switching from man to zone, and then some offenses I just couldn't stop. They were too good of players. Um, I could, if I got into man, they had a man beater on the. They always had a man beater, and in zone they knew how to usually either run the ball with the quarterback or get a wide receiver open. And that was pretty much the difference. Mostly all of them had um, good defense. Um, it was different defenses, but it was good defense. They could. I threw plenty of interceptions and stuff. But really, the teams that I lost to were the teams that I could not stop. I would switch from zone to man, and I would try and do a few blitzes, but they had an offense, a good enough offense where they could throw. Their receivers would get open in man and zone, and that was kind of the difference. They had a little bit better offense um, than most players, and so they were better than most players. But that, I guess, that was kind of what I noticed as the difference between most players. Was some players' offenses were advanced and they had answer to man or zone and to the blitz, and then some offenses they didn't have an answer to man coverage, and I would be able to on 3rd and 20 play man coverage and get an interception or get the quarterback to throw the ball away, and then win the game. So yeah, some games I won because my defense was able to stop them, and of course sometimes my offense wasn't that great, but for the most part, most people's defenses was good, and what distinguished some from others was the offense, and either some offenses were good against man or zone, and some offenses they just could not get um, a first down in man if I switched to man coverage, and so don't have anything else I guess to mention. I do think identifier people are going to start getting identifier, and so instead of to go crazy with the defense, the 3-2 defense is just really easy and it works. So kind of recommend using the 3-2 defense. I may show some other blitzes in the future with the 3-2 defense. There are some other blitzes to go to, but really I think the best defense out there for playing a lot of games and not pushing a lot of buttons is the 3-2. You can play cover 2 man and play cover 4, and then you can then the one blitz that I used a lot was the edge blitz, a cover 3 edge blitz, and I would get if a guy most teams they would have to stop passing. They would maybe go to running the ball a little bit more than just passing every down. Most teams that passed every down um, was not a good idea. Probably was not fun. So, any questions, concerns for week 12? Um, enjoy the gameplay. I really don't think I talked enough for 40 minutes. I have a good one. And good luck